do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I'm J Shep Reacts. Now we got a video called Goofy Horror Movies 3. I don't think I've seen the first or second one to this, but shout out my guy Derek FDB. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I rock with him over here. I'm gonna go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and like my video and comment. It really helps push the video out to the algorithm. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and get into this video.
You know, horror movies could come in many styles. There's scary ones, boring ones, and then the third one, goofy ones. That's right, ladies and gents. Today, once again, I'll be going over some more of the goofiest horror movies I've personally seen. And y'all know the drill. Some of these you may know or even like. Some of these you may not like at all. And in the end, I'll go over one of the goofiest horror movies I've seen in a minute.
Slaughterhouse.
Without further ado.
That just sounds goofy. Slaughterhouse. I'll say this, a movie I did watch recently, beginning, I want to say last month, like middle of last month, Primate. That was a little goofy. I ain't gonna lie, that was a little goofy. Me and my girl went to go watch that. That shit had me laughing, bro. It had some good jump scares here and there, though. It got me a couple of times, but it really wasn't all that scary. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of stupid. You know, the simple shit, like motherfuckers tripping over dumb shit, and it's just like one girl got into the wrong car, right? And she had got the keys to the car that she was trying to get into, right? And I was just like, how did you mistakenly get into the wrong car when you knew exactly what car that y'all drove to old girl house in? And you knew where that car was parked at, but you're like, you know what I'm saying? Because long story short, they invited some guys to come there. They ended up coming way late. They got killed by the chimp or whatever. And she ends up running away, getting the car keys. And I was just like, dude, you could have easily freaking went to go grab, like you could have went to the correct car. I don't get how do you go to the wrong car. The car that y'all got dropped off in at the house, like, you know, because basically one of the girl's brother, not brother, like childhood friends brother, holy fuck, he drove them there, like, to the house, you know, because they were all coming back to come visit, you know, her dad and all that stuff, whatever. So yeah, and I was just like, how do you mistakenly get into the wrong fucking car? I was like, I just thought that shit was stupid. But yeah, that movie was a little goofy, you know. It was a little, you know, it had some funny moments, some goofy moments, and it had some jump scares. So yeah, like, I recommend watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so before I even start, let me tell y'all, this movie is good. It's just surprising. Like, you'll watch the first few minutes of it thinking it's seriously a regular horror movie, but then it evolves into something else. So in Ready or Not, we follow this couple who are getting married, Grace and Alex. And this girl, Grace, might be the luckiest woman in the world. Because let me tell you, this dude, Alex's family is loaded. They are wealthy, stupid wealth. Bidets and golden toilet paper type of wealth. Leto Masses. A family that got their fortune off selling board games. And even though watching this, it may seem like the come up of a lifetime for Grace. Like, you telling me all I gotta do is get married to you when I'm rich? Where do I sign? Always read the fine print, cause there seems to be a bit more going on with this family. Something weird. And Alex knows it. He calls his family horrible people. Which, I mean, they're billionaires. Grass is green type take. But still, for him to say it, whatever's going on gotta be bad. So bad he even tries convincing Grace to call off their wedding and run away together. And see, if it was me, I would have told him, you must be out of your mind if you think I'm gonna give up this bag because you might have some weird family lore. Your parents are actually cousins? Boo-hoo. GG, go next. And Grace was on the same wavelength as me because she tells Alex they're still getting married. And so they do. And although a very sweet one, you know, doing it for the sake of love. Stick it to the man. So what if the family doesn't like y'all together? This was not the right decision. Alex might have been right about his family, because after their beautiful wedding, Grace and Alex head back to the room to, you know, celebrate. But before they can even get comfortable, Alex's aunt comes in telling them everyone's waiting for them. Waiting for them? For what? Side note, yo, I don't know who this lady is, but she did a great job at looking like a miserable rich person. Like a great job. I can't explain it. She just looked like she would say a slur, you know what I mean? But like I said, waiting for them. For what? Well, Alex explains to Grace that his family has this tradition. Whenever there's a wedding and a new person is let into the family, they do a game night, picked by the newest member of the family. Since, you know, they got their fortune off games, they all play a game for some sort of initiation type of thing, you know? At least, that's what he told her. I'm not gonna say he was lying, because he wasn't. What he told her was true, but he definitely did leave some stuff out. Because when they get to the room where they decide the game, everyone is tense for some reason. What's going on, y'all? Did Auntie actually say a slur? What's up? And when they sit down and give Grace this box to decide the game, they get even more tense. Especially Alex and his brother. Look at their faces. But this tension reaches an all-time high when the game Grace gets is revealed to be hide and seek. And watching this, I thought they was just upset because they ain't get Monopoly or something. But no. Well, yes. But no. It's much darker than that. Because after Alex's dad tells Grace that she'll be the hider and the rest of the family will be the seekers and escorts her out the room, we find out that this hide and seek they play ain't about hiding under the bed or behind some curtains. Nah, this hide and seek is really a hunting.
Bro, the title was called Ready or Not. What do you say during hide and seek after you count down? Ready or not, here I come. Duh. Hey, I might watch this with my girl because this shit sounds stupid.
Game. A manhunt.
I like this is the type of horror movies like I like to watch because I can just laugh at them and shit like that and just be like, bro, y'all are stupid. But like the type of horror, quote unquote, I like thrillers. I like thrillers. You know what I'm saying? Like Get Out, Us, stuff like that. I like thrillers. Like those are the type of ones that really get me. Like I like those ones because the stories are always so much better.
With the prey being Grace. Yep. It all has to do with a deal the family made ages ago. A deal with the devil for their fortune. Only catch was in exchange for their fortune, when someone gets married into the family, they have to play a game the night of the marriage. Could be any game. Could be chess, Jenga, Hungry Hippos, whatever. All of those games are safe, with the exception of one. Hide and seek. A game where the family, instead of finding the newest member, they have to kill them. Which I can't even begin to explain how messed up that is. Like, come on, man. Hide and seek? That's one of the best ones. Why couldn't it be a boring one like Chutes and Ladders? Nobody plays that no more. And if the family fails to win the game, they believe by sunrise, they'll all die. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Well, this stuff sounds intense. How could this be considered a goofy movie? Well, I'll tell you. It's because all that stuff I just said is within the first 10 minutes before we really even see anything. But once the game starts, bro, this family is full of a bunch of idiots. Like the movie straight up turns into damn near a comedy movie. We got Alex's sister running around accidentally killing maids and doing bumps mid-hunt. His aunt from earlier on go mode with a battle axe like she's a freaking Thor from Infinity War. And we even got some dude watching YouTube tutorials on how to use a crossbow.
Ain't no way.
Which honestly, super real, but this junk is ridiculous. That was only the start of it too. At some point we see Grace go at it with the family butler, who's just a character of his own. I mean, he's British. And the fight ends with her smashing a teapot on his face. Then you got another scene where Grace is looking to get help from the remaining maid, and she's like, oh, thank goodness, could you please? She's over here. And then my favorite one,
wow.
after this girl accidentally dies and Grace leaves, we see her end up outside of the family's property, where again, she's looking for help. And at the perfect time, a car rolls up on her, and again, she's like, oh, thank goodness, could you please? Has to be my favorite scene in the movie. Has to be. Either that or the ending, because it was too crazy for me not to like it. So in the end, after Alex turns on Grace, yeah, he turns on her.
Makes sense.
Oh, man. The family finally gets a hold of her. But when they're rushing to do their sacrificial ritual, Grace breaks out and then... oh no. It's too late. The sun is up.
They don't die.
But guess what? Nothing happens. So you mean to tell me they don't die? You
They
mean to tell
stupid
me
as
all
hell.
this blood was
Oh,
shed
no way.
for no reason? Man, that's a load of bull. Holy shit. The Leto monsters just started exploding. Straight up.
no
all
way.
of them, one by one.
No
Even
way.
the kids. Looks like that curse.
Wait, so wouldn't Grace die too because she got married to Alex? Hold on.
Real. Well, all of them except one, Alex. And remember how I told y'all he betrayed Grace? Well, now it's time for revenge, because Grace tells Alex she wants a divorce.
Huh?
And that's the ending. After that, Grace just walks out the burning mansion and pops a
How
cigarette
does that
and
even make
starts to work.
sense?
I'm not gonna lie. She got it. I know some of y'all didn't find that goofy, but let's not forget, y'all. That was only the first movie.
Happy Death Day.
But like I said, that's only the first movie with the vid. A movie similar to Ready or Not, but even more ridiculous, is Happy Death Day. And to me, this movie barely categorizes as a horror movie. Barely. In this one, we also follow a blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady. But instead of it being a newlywed, it's a college student named Tree. Yeah, her name is Tree, like a tree. And while Grace from the last movie seemed like a kind soul, you know, for all that madness, this girl Tree is kind of a total bitch. I'm serious too, like she's not the best person. First of all, today is her birthday, right? Happy birthday. And the ringtone she has, horrible. Hey, it's my birthday, and I ain't gotta pick up the phone. Like, come on, bro, horrible ringtone. You gotta be a bad person to have it. Then she ignores her dad's birthday call, which is like, come on, man. That's Pops. She tells this dude he got the shrimp. She's a part of a sorority. She throws out her friend's cupcake. And
Wow.
she's a part of an affair with this doctor. Come on, man, that's foul. You telling me that other dude was competing with a doctor? Of course he gonna lose. Tree is not the best person. The only thing I'll say is she did that was supposed to seem mean, but I didn't really find mean, was not signing some global warming petition this lady tried to give her. Because if it was me, I'm not signing that junk either. It's a noble cause, but you think Toyota higher ups gonna stop producing cars? Because, oh my goodness, look how many signatures this petition got. No, them petitions ain't even gonna make it off campus. I say, if you want real change, start walking everywhere. That'll show them. But yeah, point is, Tree is not the best person. But her karma was about to catch up to her. Because that night, while she's on the way to a freaking frat party, man, Tree hears music coming from under this bridge. And it's a horror movie,
And
so
she
you know they
walking
gotta
there.
do some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Tree, let's just walk towards the fucking music box in the middle of the dark under construction tunnel. Yeah, let's do that. I don't be understanding this stuff. Like, you would think she would know, because girls are usually more cautious, but nah. I'm a dude, and when I walk alone at night, I don't go and just start investigating stuff that just seems out of place. The fuck I look like, Dora? If something looks even a bit out of the ordinary, I'm out. I'm serious, man.
Facts, bro. Like, if I see some weird stuff, like, if I see something far away, like, and I'm like, oh, shit, like, nah, I'm not going that way. Nope. Like, I'm the type of nigga, right? Say I get to, like, a cross path, whatever, right? Okay, if I look right and I see some crazy shit, nigga, I'ma just, and like I need to go right, nigga, I'ma take 3 lefts. That's me, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, no, nigga, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not going down that way. If I can get to where I need to go, a better, like that's kind of how I am with the cops, right? If I see the cops down one road or whatever, I'm like, yep, let me go ahead and turn down this street. I'm gonna turn down this street. This, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, no, I'm cool, bro. I am completely cool off that shit, gang. You are not getting me. You're not getting me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Out of place. The fuck I look like, Dora? If something looks even a bit out of the ordinary, I'm out. I'm serious, man. I remember one night I was walking home from a friend's house, and in my usual path, I seen a carton of broken eggs just lying out on the floor.
Oh, hell no.
I turned my ass around immediately. Who the hell is dropping pasteurized eggs at 11 p.m.? I don't know who, and I wasn't trying to find out. But Tree wasn't thinking like that. She went up to this music box without a single thought in her brain, just thinking it was a prank from some college dude. But when she turned around, things got a little more unsettling, because she saw a dude in a freaking baby mask just staring at her. And I mean really staring. And as goofy as his mask looks, and as much as I like to play the tough guy, I would be shitting myself in this situation. Don't judge me, Tree was too. Well, at first she actually thought it was still a prank. But when the baby ain't say nothing and just stood there, Tree immediately pulled the, all right, buddy, I'm calling cops. And surprisingly, it worked.
Ain't no way.
It's what she thought. Tree starts running for her life, and of course, horror movie stuff. She trips, so the dude catches up to her,
God.
pulls her head back, and
No way.
what's going on? Oh, it was all a dream.
It's one of these movies, right? It, like, basically every time she dies, it's gonna like reset the day or some shit like that. Like, maybe that's what I'm guessing.
Is what I thought at first. But when Tree starts seeing all the same stuff,
Nope.
from
Yep.
the
I was
dream-
right. See. Yep. I was right. It's one of those movies. Every time she gets killed, it's gonna reset. So basically, she has to find a way to avoid getting killed.
I started to get a little suspicious. Dude's friend coming in asking if he cracked just like the dream. Same global warming petition lady coming up to her just like the dream. Even the dude she said got the shrimp approaches her again, just like the dream. What is going on? Even Tree was confused. And this how you know Tree is not a good person, because dream or not, she does not eat her roommate's cupcake again. But yeah, this is like the biggest case of deja vu ever. What's going on? Well, after stumbling upon that same tunnel from the dream, and this time going the opposite way, oh my goodness, yes, I was so happy to see this. Like, yes, Oak Tree, learn, use your brain. She arrived at the house she was supposed to head to the first time and sees the baby from the dream. But don't worry, it was just a regular dude in a mask, because this is a surprise party for her. So everyone starts partying, and you know that look guys and girls give each other when something is about to go down? No, I'm seriously asking. Do y'all know the look? Cause I don't. Well, it looks like that's what was happening between Tree and this dude, because they end up in his room. But while this dude is dancing to seduce Tree, Tree gets a text and responds to it. And in the background, while she's responding, we see the killer from the dream come out the closet and kill this dude while he's dancing. And since the music was so loud, Tree didn't notice. So when she turns around, she thinks it's just this dude being weird wearing a baby mask again. That is, until she sees his body on the ground.
You're slow.
Uh-oh. Tree tries running to the door, but the killer grabs her, then grabs a bong, and then...
Getting killed with a bong is crazy.
Tree wakes up in the dorm again. And this is when we realize that first night wasn't a dream. Tree is trapped in a time loop. Yep. Every time she dies, she'll wake up in the same room with the same ringtone, same outfit, same people interacting with her, same everything. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, for a silly movie, this concept is terrifying, especially the way I'm thinking about it. It scares me. Continuously dying over and over again is bad enough, but imagine you like me and you get comfortable with this whole movie. That's the worst thing that can happen, because I know myself. I'll just start trying stuff. I'll start using it as a checkpoint. That way I could do random bold stuff, because, you know, nobody gonna remember. But then the one day I want to try something really crazy, the loop stops and I can't reset no more, and I'm in the middle of a Walmart naked. That junk will be scary. But as scary as it is, I told y'all, this movie is just like Ready or Not. It tackles it in a unique way. Because after Tree discovers she's in a loop and the only way to get out is by killing the killer, we get a compilation of her doing process of elimination bars by repeatedly dying. We see her get drowned, stabbed, hit by a bus. She dyes her hair for some reason, hit by a bat, walks around naked for some reason. I told y'all it was a good idea. Self-delete. We even see her get blown up, all while Demi Lovato is playing in the back for some reason. I don't know why. And after all this deducing, she does eventually figure out who the killer is. So she resets her day one more time and makes sure she does everything perfect. She fixes her relationship with her dad, tells this dude he don't got the shrimp. She even signs that global warming petition. She was ready to face the killer and kill him. And she does. She confronts him at the hospital. And it turned out to be a serial killer who was staying there, which to me and probably a lot of y'all was kind of lame. You telling me it was just some random chop dude who just likes killing women? That's lame. Isn't it supposed to be usually somebody you know? That's lame. But I assure you, it was not over. Because after that perfect execution and the cycle was seemingly over, Tree decides to end the day and celebrate her birthday by finally indulging in that cupcake her roommate made her. You know, might as well, we won, right? But then...
No way.
The cycle reset again. First time seeing this, I was shocked. How? Why? She got the killer though, right? Is she trapped? Tree was flipping out. She goes back to...
Bro, that would make me so freaking mad, bro. I'd be like, are you serious, bro?
Her dorm scrambling and her roommate's confused, telling her to calm down and just have this cupcake. We were talking about a cupcake. Does it look like I want a cupcake? I already ate it last night. The loop reset because Tree died again. Because the cupcake was poisoned. Yup, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The killer was her roommate the whole time.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Bro. You gotta be kidding me.
The dude is still a serial killer, but it's her. All those times she got murked earlier, the stabbing, the drowning, the bat, the car blowing up, it was all her. And since she works at the hospital, she planted the mask on the serial killer so it could look like it was him doing it. I know, insane. If you're wondering why she did it, well, it turns out she was also having an affair with Dr.
No way.
And she hated how much more the doctor likes Tree than her, which you want to kill her because the married guy prefers her as a side piece over you as a side
That's
piece.
crazy.
That just sounds like a skill issue, bro. It ain't Tree's fault you third in rotation, bro. This one ends with Tree kicking her roommate out the window with zero consequences, by the way. I don't know how she's gonna explain that to the cops, but
Literally.
I'm effing. And Tree lives happily with that dude from the dorm for about a day, because there's a sequel, but I ain't going over
No
it.
way.
Plus, that sequel is not as ridiculous as the last movie I want to go over. But before I go over that one, real quick, I gotta talk about a horror movie that was not only more ridiculous than Tree over
Yeah.
here, but disappointed me.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was disappointing as fuck, bro. The first one was, I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10. I was like, for me, I was like, this is like a 6 or 7 out of 10 because it's above average. And I was like, I feel like, say if I was a parent bringing because me and my girl, we brought her little brother to go watch it. And I was like, you know, it's like something like, okay, you're the grown up. You just bringing him to watch this, cool, whatever. And it's like, okay, it was a little intriguing enough to get my attention. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? I would rewatch this. But then I was like, I feel like watch the second one come out and I'm going to feel like the first one's better. And that's exactly what it was. The first one was, it's so much better than the second one. Second one, it was just kind of too fast. Like, it was too fast. They were spending time on shit that we didn't need to spend time on, actually. They weren't explaining enough stuff. It was just a little too random. It's more for, like, the actual fans of it, if you want to be honest. The people that know the games, you know. But if you're just like a regular person, you're trying to watch it, kind of like with The Last of Us. A lot of people don't like The Last of Us show, but because the video game is so much better. So that's why when they get to the show, it's like, it's not comparable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's exactly how I felt about the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, bruh.
Crazy. Now, I need to let y'all know right now, I'm a fan of the FNAF franchise. Truly. I mean, I used to watch the creepypasta vids when FNAF 1 came out, had the Living Tombstone songs in rotation. I'm not gonna act like I've read the books, because y'all know I did. But I just did what most of the community does and just watched a 2-hour video on it. Point is, I'm a fan. But man, this last movie, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but definitely wasn't good. Definitely not better than the first one. Like when
it was honestly like average. I'll give it average. 5 out of 10. It was that, like, it was average. Average is like I don't even know what more to really say. It was average. It was average, bro. It was average.
I watched the first one, I was like, alright, this is cool.
Yeah.
Animatronics look great.
You see what I'm
Story's
saying?
a little goofy, but I mean, hey, it got Springtrap,
It was cool.
and at least it's a fun watch.
It was cool.
The second one, though, it was not fun. I'm sick of this. It's for the fan stuff. I'm a fan, and I want a good movie. Just because I like the franchise doesn't mean you could just give me bare minimum and throw some fan service on there and expect me to be satisfied. That's not love. Like, could you imagine your mom only fed you and bathed you growing up? No hugs, no kisses, no handholds, nothing. Not even a side hug. That's what this movie feels like. Like, do you really love us, Scott? Do you love me? And the most ridiculous part about this movie to me, like, it's extremely ridiculous. I could not stop thinking about it the whole movie because it happened so early on. And y'all know I hate this. Is that the characters are so stupid.
Literally.
Like, not even the main characters. That's not who I'm talking about. I mean civilians. Like at the very start of the film, which was really nice, by the way, but aside from what I'm about to say now, we get this scene where this little girl witnesses a kid getting kidnapped and she rushes to the adults in the area to help her. But for some reason, all of the adults in this movie...
This is exactly what I was hoping that he was going to bring up, dude. Literally. She's trying to ask all of the adults, like, dude, the little kid just got drugged back there by an animatronic. So she goes back there to save the little kid. She comes out there, gets stabbed in her freaking back in front of all the adults, and they just sit there and let her die. Like, it's just so stupid.
Just tell her to take a hop? Like, did you mishear me? I said a kid is getting kidnapped. What you mean,
Like,
bug off?
for real,
and I
bro.
understand it's important to the puppet's backstory because, you know, she died with rage and that's why she hates the parents in the movie or whatever. But bro, no grown adult is going to respond like this to a child begging for help. Oh, okay, maybe like one. But you telling me they all ignored her?
Literally.
Cap. And that's not even the only example. There's another scene where this girl Abby brings Chica to the science fair as her project, and Abby's teacher looks at this 7-foot, 400-pound robot and says, "Hey, that's just someone in a suit." Are we serious? I'm pretty sure the floor shakes when she walks, bro. You think that's a person in a suit? I'm done. That's not even me mentioning the ending. Last thing before I'm done with this. At the end of this one, right as the toy animatronics are about to kill the main cast members, like something out of the, like something out of the WWE, the old animatronics from the first movie pull up and kill them. Bro, this joke is ridiculous. I'm not even joking. It felt like I was watching Spy Kids 3. Like, y'all remember when the whole Gonzalez family, I forgot their names, I'm not gonna lie, it's something Spanish. The Gonzalez family and the villains from the second one come together to beat the bad guy from the third one. That's literally what this was. But hey, at least we saw Baby. We got the 2 killers from Scream now. Abby, when she was possessed, was low-key creepy. And best part, they put the and now for the goofiest movie of the video.
House.
Y'all, this movie might seriously be the most ridiculous movie I've gone over on this channel. From the moment I saw this movie pop up on my Hulu feed, I was like, oh, they gonna love this. The title says enough about it, so I'm gonna just get straight into it. In this movie, we follow...
It literally says, don't rush, die slow.
Another sorority girl named Emily. And while she's not as rude as Tree, you know, now out here telling dudes they got the shrimpy, I actually think she's more obnoxious. Because Emily over here is what they like to call a clout chaser. All she wants is to be Instagram famous and the president of her sorority. And look, the second one I don't care about, but I will never understand some people's fixation on being famous. If you're doing it for the money that comes with fame, fine, I completely understand it. But if you're doing it just so you can have meaningless numbers go up and have people in your business, you gotta get your priorities straight. On that note,
I gotta this clip he put in here just had me so distracted. I gotta hear what he actually said. My bad, bro.
Completely understand it. But if you're doing it just so you can have meaningless numbers go up and have people in your business, you gotta get your priorities straight.
Numbers.
On that note, get my IG to 10K, we almost there. But yeah, she wants clout. And one day while she's walking through the mall, she gets her opportunity. When this guy who she takes a selfie with for some reason tells her, you know what would really get your numbers up? Owning a sloth. Bro, I'm not even gonna hide it. Y'all saw the title.
No way.
This movie's about a sloth that gets adopted into a sorority house and starts killing everyone. And it is hilarious. Usually with these last movies I go over, there's always something about them I don't like. But this movie is so ridiculous and over the top with the sloth stuff, I can't even take it that serious. And I didn't know it was gonna be this wacky. At first you just see it do regular, well not regular, but more believable stuff like kill a crocodile and the dude from the start. You know, maybe it's just a really strong sloth. But then we start seeing the sloth surf the web, slip pills in this one girl's drink, go on a murder spree in the house that no one notices for weeks.
I need to watch this.
Most ridiculous of all, drive a Mustang. What?
I need to watch this.
Yeah, this is what we got it. This one ends with the sloth killing even more people and at the end running a gauntlet against Emily and her friends, where it survives literally almost everything. It gets tossed out a window, beat by a bat, stabbed by a katana, shot like 3 times, and stabbed in the head by a tiara before getting shot again, and that actually put it out. That's Michael Myers' durability on a sloth, by the way.
For real.
And in the end, Emily learns to not care about external validation, and her friends become an animal poaching awareness group. Peak cinema. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over today. Comment down below the ones you guys thought was the goofiest, and comment down below some more goofy horror movies for a part 4. Doing this series.
Hey, the Slaughterhouse. That shit look goofy as fuck. That definitely look like the most goofy one. But I have to let him know. Watch Primate. That's something a little silly. Yeah. I said watch Primate. It's not super goofy, but it has some goofy elements to it. You know, so yeah. Anyways, hey, what was the most goofiest movie to y'all? The one that looked the most goofiest to me was the Slaughterhouse. The first one, that shit was kind of goofy. The I want a divorce, and then the nigga just explodes. That's kind of fucking goofy. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe. Listen to my music, all caps. J. Wait, hold up. Like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I forgot to say that. Listen to my music, all caps, Shep. Follow me at IamJShep3 on TikTok and Instagram. Stay on the channel, binge watch some videos. I got over 100 plus videos for you to watch. And I love you, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Until next time, deuces.